Welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. I'm Leigh. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy that you are here. I want to begin by saying thank you to all of my subscribers and my Patreon members. I really do appreciate you. So for today, I have a weekly spread for Sagittarius for June 15th through 21st for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love. I also wanted to let you know that there is an extended available for this reading as well as for all the other signs. There are two ways to purchase the extended. You can either pay for each one through PayPal or you can join us over on Patreon and get access to all of my extendeds for one monthly price. The information on how to do so and the link for the Patreon is in the description box below. Before we begin, I have a disclaimer. This is a general reading and it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, I encourage you to watch the videos for other signs in your chart. Tarot cards read energy, and energy is fluid, meaning these readings could focus on the past, present, or future, and the message may be flipped, opposite, reversed, or the situation could play out from the perspective of the cross-watcher. If you're interested in a personal reading, my contact information is in the description box below. Okay, let's start the reading. Okay, this is for Sagittarius spirit, 15 to 21 June. Ooh. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love. This is for Sagittarius spirit, 15 to 21 June. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love. This is for Sagittarius spirit, 15 to 21 June. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love. Okay, what is the state of the relationship, please, Spirit? Okay. What are their person's needs? Okay, what are Sagittarius's needs? Okay, what does Sagittarius need to do? And what is the outcome, please? Potential outcome. One second, let me make sure everything is straight. Okay, Sagittarius, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I have email and phone coaching packages available. All that information is down in the description box below. Okay, your overall energy, Sagittarius, for the 15th through the 21st of June is the World. So this is talking about, you going through this spiritual awakening, all right? Under that, we've got the Emperor. I feel like this is representing your person. It's saying that they need to be more open and honest about their feelings. That's Aries energy. Then with the Knight of Cups, this is a love offer, a very romantic love offer. I feel like this is what your person has for you. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like you both want to have a long-term, stable, and committed relationship together, okay? And then under that was the King of Swords, which is talking about your person making the decision to come forward and tell you the truth. Okay, so when it comes to the state of the relationship, we have the Page of Wands. So this talks about, being excited and being curious about, wanting to reunite. I feel like this may represent your person. When it talks about when we talk about the needs, your person's needs, we have the Death card. So this is Scorpio energy. It's talking about transformation. So I feel like your person is needing to transform, and this can also, signify them wanting to have reunion. All right. When it comes to you and your needs, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is saying that you're needing to do that work. You're needing to go back and, like I said, focus on yourself and work on this awakening that's signified by the World. All right. When it comes to what you need to do in this connection, it's talking about the Hermit. So this is talking about going within, having self-reflection. And then the potential outcome, we're going to discuss that at the end of the reading. All right. So we're going to begin by clarifying the World. Why is the World here, please, Spirit? If this bothers you, please turn down your volume. Anything else for the World? All right. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. overall energy again is the World. So this is all signs. It's talking about, you know, this card is, like I said, signifying your spiritual awakening. So you're going through an awakening. All right. That's why all this happened. As I've told you before, this is just, I'm saying this just for the people that are just tuning in. You're going through a spiritual awakening. That's why everything that is going on, that's going on between you and this person, which is 9 times out of 10 your twin. If you're going through a spiritual awakening, your person was put in your life to wake you up, to trigger it, for you to trigger them and for them to trigger you so that you could begin this awakening. All right. With the World card, this is talking about, you know, you overcoming personal challenges. You are, you know, trying to work on yourself, you know, become a better person and, you know, close out a cycle where I feel like you're both in this cycle where you haven't gotten what you wanted out of relationships before. People haven't treated you the way you deserve to be treated. You haven't had just good experiences, you know, period. And when it comes to relationships. And I feel like you're wanting to put an end to that. And in order to do that, Spirit is saying that you have to learn how to love yourself in order to do that. Okay. All right. So with the World, this talks about, you know, you doing this work is going to open up new doors and opportunities for you. And if you keep an open mind and an open heart, you're going to be able to get what it is you want, whether it is your twin or whether it is the soulmate. Like I said, I did that bonus reading for you on Monday, and it had a lot of different, or was it Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday, and it had a lot of you know, you had 2 different choices between your twin flame or your soulmate, and I had a lot of comments in the comment box. Some people want to choose the soulmate. Some people want to choose the twin flame. So like I said, regardless of who it is, you still have to go through this awakening, because the awakening is what this is about. It's about your journey. Okay. All right. So like I said, under that, we've got that Emperor, which talks about your person needing to be more open and honest about their feelings. Okay, so we've got 2 clarification cards. All right. I feel like this World card not only signifies you, but I feel like it's talking about your person too, because they're going through an awakening as well. That is what you both triggered in each other when you came towards them and told them how you felt, and when they walked away or ran away or ghosted or breadcrumbed or whatever it was they did. Okay. So we've got 2 clarification cards. The first one is the Knight of Swords. This is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This, I feel like, is a love offer. It comes out of nowhere and you never see it coming. And I feel like that's what you want. And I feel like for your person, that's how they want to come towards you. All right. Because with the King of Pentacles, earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, of course, they see you as their forever person. And they want to have something long-term with you. Okay. Something long-term, stable, and committed. Okay. So now we're going to move forward and we are going to clarify the state of the relationship, which is the Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here, please, Spirit? Okay, we have 2 clarification cards. We've got the Sun and the 2 of Cups. So the Page of Wands, like I said, this is the state of the relationship. So this is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With this Page of Wands, this talks about being excited, you know, being curious. So your person is excited about reuniting with you. They are curious about what, you know, is going on with you. All right. Because I feel like they're taking that time to focus on themselves, but there's you know, they still, I guess, have like a side eye on you, trying to see what's going on with you. They don't want you to move forward because they want to come towards you when the time is right. All right. And like I said, it's not just them. They're not, for some of your people, it's not just them working on themselves. They have to wait until Spirit gives them the go ahead to do this, because like I said, Spirit is trying to align the 2 of you up, even though you're on a solo journey throughout this separation, to mend the things or fix the things that you need to deal with before you can come together. Spirit still has to align the both of you to come up at a, you know, to come out, because it has to be the right place, right time, right everything. And so in order to do that, you know, Spirit's not going to give your person the cues to come towards you until you are ready and they are ready. Because it's not just whether or not it's you ready. Let's try it again. It's not just whether or not you are ready. It's whether your person is ready as well. Because like I said, it doesn't matter if y'all come together. If one or the both of you aren't ready, it's not going to work, is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay. All right. So we've got 2 clarifiers. We have the Sun, which is Leo energy, and then we have the Two of Cups. All right. So this is just saying your person, you know, wants to reveal how they feel. They're ready to have a revelation because you are their, you know, happiness and wish fulfillment. And, you know, they know that they have a strong connection and a mutual attraction with you, and they want to reunite and, you know, and to explore that. All right. Okay. Now we're going to move forward and we are going to clarify what's going on with your person's needs, which is the Death card. Why is the Death card here, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got 2 clarification cards. We have the Three of Cups and we've got the Queen of Cups. All right. So the Death card is what your person, this has to do with their needs. So this is the Death card. It's Scorpio energy. So you may have Scorpio placements, or your person may have, okay? Or you may be dealing with the Scorpio. So with this Death card, this is talking about 2 different things. Number one, it's talking about your person needing to go through a transformation, all right? They're needing to walk away from who they used to be in order to come towards you to be able to have this long-term relationship that they want to have with the King of Pentacles, okay? Also, with the Death card, it is talking about the ending that the 2 of you had together, all right? When you had the false start, when you told your person how they felt and you know, they walked away. Then with the Death card, the second meaning is talking about, you know, reunion, them wanting to reunite with you. So they need transformation to walk away from who they used to be, and they also need reunion, all right? Or they also want reunion. Okay, so we've got 2 clarification cards. Queen of Cups, water sign, or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the Scorpio card for me. So this is, you know, some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. So with this Queen of Cups, this is talking about your person having a lot of love to give you, and you know, they're wanting to reunite with you, to celebrate, to have something to celebrate with this Three of Cups. But they need to be more, you know, as open and honest as possible about their feelings. So if they want reunion with you, Spirit is saying what they need to do, and they want celebration and want to reunite. What they need to do is they need to be as open and honest as possible, is what Spirit is saying. And Spirit is saying it again with this Emperor card, that they need to be, you know, more open and honest about their feelings, because that is just the major issue with that. But like I said, for a lot of you, what it is your person was afraid. Your person, like I said, these are a lot of feelings that we, you know, that we deal with. And I'm not trying to say that what they did was right. I tell you that all the time. I'm on your side. Even though I'm not supposed to be taking any sides, I'm on your side, because I was one of the ones that came towards my person. So I know how it feels. I know how that rejection feels. And you want to shut down. You want to be Queen of Swords or whatever, but you can't do that if you want this to work out, or even if you want to go towards someone else, you can't do that, okay? Because it's going to be detrimental not only to yourself, but to anybody else in the equation, okay? All right, so now we're going to move forward and we're going to clarify what your needs are, which is the Eight of Pentacles, all right? Why is the Eight of Pentacles here, please, Spirit? Ooh, you got a lot of clarification cards. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. All right. So the Eight of Pentacles is talking about your needs. Your needs, Spirit is saying you need to do the work. You need to do this work here so you can close out this cycle with the world. You need to continue on your journey of your spiritual awakening, is what Spirit is telling you, okay? Okay, so we've got 4 clarification cards. We got this 8 and 9 of Swords. So let's start with the 9 of Swords. This talks about worry. You worrying about this connection, worrying about this not working out, okay? We talked about this a lot in the bonus reading that I did for you on Monday or Tuesday, whenever I put it out. I think it was Tuesday. Okay, I don't know. I can't even remember. Okay, so with this 9 of Swords, this worry, like I said, it's no good, all right? Because you have a lot on your plate, Sagittarius. You have a lot that you're trying to do, okay? Just your hands are full with just you trying to go back and go through and comb through all the shit that's happened to you in your past that has put you in this situation, okay? You have a lot that you have to focus on. You really have to just cut out all outside distractions and really focus on yourself, really love on yourself, and really, really coddle yourself. And when I use the word coddle, a lot of people use it in a negative, with a negative connotation, but I don't look at it like that. I feel like you need that, you know? You know what? Let me tell you this. I was reading this, oh gosh. I don't know how many weeks or months ago or whatever. Because I look up different things to do to myself to make myself feel as loved as possible. Okay? I actually go on quests. I actually go and look things up. Actually do that because I want to explore everything I could possibly do for myself. So there was a list, like they had given like 10 or 15 things you could do to, you know, to love yourself more or whatever. And one of the things that the person listed was talking about talking to yourself like you're, you know, like you're a little child, like, you know, like, yeah, you know, I love you, you know, you my baby, you know, whatever, like that. And so it may seem crazy, but I feel like some of y'all need that. Because if you grew up in a home where you weren't loved, or the people around you didn't do what you felt like you deserved when it came to being loved. Because see, let me tell you this. Society always wants to say, American society, I can't tell you about other countries. I'm talking about from an American point of view. All right. I don't know why the hell I'm stuttering today. I don't know. When I get in y'all energy, it just makes me crazy. Okay. So with from that point of view, it's like people want to just be like, oh, so you didn't grow up. You didn't feel like you were loved, and you feel like, oh, get fucking over it. That's the way they act. And I'm like, no, that's the problem. That's why fuckers are shooting up shit. Because they fucking don't feel loved. And I'm not laughing at nobody getting shot. Please don't take that, because that's not what I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I keep telling y'all, I laugh at myself because the shit that comes out of my mouth, it just cracks me up. Okay, so like I said, my heart goes out to everybody who's been in the shootings lately and these things that have been going on around the world. And I in no way would ever laugh at something like that or find it funny. I'm just saying that these people that are going through these things, it's because they don't fucking feel loved. You know, and I'm not saying that them, you know, you should go and shoot somebody up or that's okay. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm trying to say is these are extreme cases. You know, like I said, think about, like, Spirit is giving me this stuff. I gotta say it. Think about like Jeffrey Dahmer. The man was putting body parts in the refrigerator, people's body parts. And I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at because Spirit is making me say certain things today. I just want to draw attention to that. It's like horrifying, but you got to think about what kind of environment this person must have grown up in for it to get to that point. And so I'm not saying, please don't think, I'm not comparing y'all to this stuff, these people doing crazy things, but I want you to understand that instead of people scoffing at other people who don't feel like they were loved and don't feel like they had the type of childhood or the type of, you know, environment that they needed, that's important because it's your basis. It's what you have. It's your foundation. It's what you have to stand on. And if you fucking don't have a good foundation, Sagittarius, you can't fucking do shit in this world because you feel like, you know, I wasn't loved the way that I should be loved. And of course, you going by what you see in other people, the way you see other people treating you, subconsciously, you may feel like, yeah, well, you know, nobody around me treated me right or didn't love me the way that, you know, I thought I should have been loved. So maybe I don't deserve that, you know, and then you have these things in your mind and all this shit dictates your actions. And I'm telling you, a lot of times you'll think you put some shit to bed and that you just buried it. But remember what I tell you, buried feelings never die. You have to go back and heal it because it could be some little thing or just something that happened that you locked in a corner of your mind, and it could be having your whole shit go off the rails because it wasn't healed. But like I said, we weren't taught to do this. That's why I keep trying to explain that it's very imperative that you do this and that you be relentless with it. And that if you have moments where you fall off the wagon, you don't do what you're supposed to do in a day, because like I said, it happens to everybody, even me, you know, and I love to do this kind of stuff, even though it's at times it sucks. You still, you know, you need to decide, make the decision, Sagittarius, that, hey, I'm going to fix my life for me. I need to do this for me so that I don't get to the point where I feel like I want to go out there and hurt myself or go out and hurt other people. I'm not saying it's to that point, but what I'm saying is that how life works is things pile up, pile up, pile up. And if you don't address them, they become more and more, it becomes more and more detrimental to your life, to your mental health, to the way you feel about yourself and all of that. And then the way you feel about yourself dictates everything in your fucking life. It ain't just your relationships. It's everything. It's the type of job. That's why you'll take jobs. Some of you will take jobs, because I'm guilty of this too. Take jobs that, you know, aren't worthy of you, or where the people, your bosses and things like that, don't, they take advantage of you, and don't, you know, recognize you for the wonderful things you do and the way you contribute and all that stuff. That's what I don't know why I'm stuttering. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, that it will contribute to things like that. It will contribute to things where you pick assholes to be in relationships with, because that's what you know from growing up. If you've been around people who, you know, were unavailable, emotionally unavailable, who didn't, you know, like I said, give you emotional, you know, take care of your emotional needs, and you know, I don't know what's going on with me. Let's try it again. Who didn't take care of your emotional needs as well as all of your other needs. Because like I said, people can give you things and do things like that. And like I said, that's a wonderful thing if you have parents like that who took care of you like that. But you got to also understand that you were a person. You are a person, and you needed attention and all that other kind of stuff too. And so if you didn't get it, the one way to fix that is to give it to yourself. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm not crucifying nobody, telling nobody they was wrong, any of that kind of stuff. I'm trying to explain to you that your foundation is built upon all this shit. And if your childhood or parts of your life were not what you wanted them to be, you have to go back and heal that stuff, because if you don't, you're built on a false foundation. And that is, you know, what those tower moments, that's why they strike. That's why you get into relationships with people who will treat you fucked up. And then a tower moment will hit and destroy it, because Spirit is trying to show you what is happening. But a lot of times we get caught in the loop, Sagittarius. We get caught in the loop, because I used to be like that too, where I didn't see. Part of me didn't even want to fucking see, you know, what I was doing, who I was around, the things that I was doing and stuff like that. Because in order to do that, you got to look in the mirror. And a lot of people don't want to do that because it's scary. It's scary. And there are things that you're going to see about yourself that you may not be proud of. But like I said, you're not what you do, Sagittarius. You're not your actions. You have to understand that, okay? Everybody, like I said, it depends on the place you're coming from. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody do fucked up shit. Okay, you ain't getting out of this life without making mistakes, without, you know, having bad experiences, without learning, like I said, lessons. So don't be hard on yourself. But like I said, that's why I said take it one step at a time and go back and look at those things and address those things, because you need to know what your patterns are, so that when you get into certain situations or you start to feel a certain way, you know, okay, I need to be aware of the decisions I'm making right now, because when I'm not in a positive state, I don't necessarily make the best decisions. Okay, you gotta know these things so that you can heal what has happened in the past, so you can give yourself that love. Because you can go back and love yourself. You can go back and love little Sagittarius. Okay, just because your parents or whoever was around you didn't do it, it doesn't mean you can't do it. Because remember, I told you, once you become an adult, it wasn't, it wasn't on you what happened when you were growing up as a kid, but once you become an adult, it's your stuff now, and you got to deal with it. You have to go back and heal it, because if you want to have an amazing life, you can have an amazing life, is what Spirit is saying, but you have to go back and fix that stuff. You have to. It is so important, because it's a ripple effect, okay? You heal it, and it's gonna show up in your life, your current life. Like I told you, you won't even know that not that you've healed it. You won't even know the level that you're on at a certain point until something happens, and you don't react the same way you used to react. Things that used to upset you, or you may explode from, you probably won't even bat an eye at anymore. It's like I said, it's going to be different things for different people, but as you heal those things, your reactions to them and the situations that happen and that occur in the current energy is going to be a lot better. It's going to get a lot better, but it's just to do that, to walk back down that path. I know it's not easy, okay? That's why I try to give you encouragement every week, because I know that this is not easy. I know, because I told you some days. That's why your reading is late. I'm laughing at myself now. That's why your reading is late, because I'm telling you, I have days where I just be like, is this fucking dark night of the soul? I just be like, I just don't give a fuck about nothing, And like I said, I love to read, but I know it's the dark night of the soul, because it makes me feel not like Leigh. It doesn't make me feel like, I don't feel like myself. I feel very uncomfortable, because I never know from one way, one day to the next, what's going to happen. And I tell you, sometimes I be, in my mind, I be afraid, because I'm like, what is going to happen, tomorrow? Like, especially like if I have a really good day, I'm grateful for that day. But then I'm like, but I even try not to think about it. I was like, what's going to happen tomorrow, or what, But I mean, you just don't know. The only thing you can do is walk forward. It's just like when you go back and look at this stuff in the past, you don't know what's going to happen. Because like I told you, you will stumble upon things that you think that you have healed. But then when you go back and you dig that stuff up, you're going to be like, oh shit, it wasn't healed like I thought it was. Because like I said, sometimes when people tell you things about the way you react or the way you're acting and stuff like that, a lot of times you don't know. A lot of times you're in denial. You don't see it. It's not easy to see yourself, Nobody want to do that. Nobody want to see, we all want to see just the good things. Nobody wants to see the bad things. But like I tell you, you have to do that in order to be able to fix, what you can, or to heal what you can, so that you don't have to come out in that energy anymore. Because a lot of times when people do fucked up stuff, it's because they're hurting, Like I said, when people go shooting folks, I'm not trying to, downplay what they did or make excuses for them. Those people are hurting. They hurting on some level, because if you feel like you need to go out and hurt somebody else, what they say, hurt people hurt, right? So I'm using extreme examples. I know I am, but I'm doing that to call your attention to the situation and get you to see that how things escalate, how things stack up upon each other. And if you don't watch out, any one of us could be in that situation where we get to the point where we've had enough, because everybody got a breaking point, right? So part of personal development and you going back and looking at those things and doing those things like that, and I'm not saying to the point where you gonna pick up a gun and go do something to somebody or go hurt somebody. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is where you throw up your hands, like you get to the point where you throw up your hands, you say, well, I'm never gonna try to be in a relationship with anybody anymore, or fuck this, I'm not gonna go back and try to, work on myself or try to heal myself. What's the point? What's the use? That's what I'm talking about, like that. I'm not talking about, no hurting, because I would never suggest that none of y'all would ever do anything like that. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is, it's like how if you talk to homeless people, they'll tell you this, because I've watched things. I like to watch different things and see what people have to say in just all different, different kinds of walks of life, right? So if you think about homeless people, I've heard people say this a lot, that all of us are just a few paychecks or whatever from the fucking, a cardboard box, So it's like, I feel like it's the same thing with the personal development. We're all just a few wrong turns from being in a situation, that's going to be not only detrimental to us, but detrimental to other people. And what I mean by that is that when you close yourself off from other people, Sagittarius, when you shut down and you don't let your beautiful spirit, your beautiful soul, when you don't let it shine through and you build up that wall, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting other people too, because they never get to see that part of you. They'll never get to see that because you're allowing what someone else did to make you shut down. And I'm not saying that what they did was right, but what I'm saying is you can't let other people's actions dictate what you decide to do. You have to understand, you have to make the decision and understand, no matter what the fuck this person do, or my soulmate, or my options, or whatever, no matter what they do, I'm going to be damn happy. I'm going to make the decision to be happy, and I'm going to be happy whether I'm with someone or not. That's what Spirit wants for you. To just be okay with your life and the way things are, just the way that they are. Because you got to understand, if you're trying to get to somewhere different, the only way you can get to somewhere different is by accepting and surrendering to where you are now. Okay? All right. So, dropping the mic. So, with this Nine of Swords, that's why I tell you, get out of this energy. Okay? You have to just try to be as positive as possible. I know this is hard. I know it hurts. Especially for those of you who have just started your spiritual awakening. You've just gone through this triggering with you and your person, and the obsessive thoughts and things are getting to you. Like I said, you hang on, but you hold on. Like I said, you are stronger than you think you are. You signed up for this on the other side. You would not have been given this task to come here and do this if you were not strong. Okay? You can do this. And so you have to learn how to try to focus. Like I said, I keep saying focusing on yourself, but that's what helped me. That's what stopped all of the yearning and the wanting and all that. That's what stopped it. I'm not saying I don't still love my person. I still love my person. Okay? I still want to be with my person, but I'm okay either way. It's not a thing of, if the person doesn't come, I'm just going to be devastated. My whole world's going to be blown up. It's not that. It's not that. So you have to get to that point. And the way that I got there, and the way from the research I've done with other people, is everybody says the same thing I'm telling you. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about the other person. They have their own journey, their own path that they have to walk. It's parallel to yours, but they gotta walk their own thing. So do what you can to get out of this. But I feel like for most of you, this is your person worrying that the connection is not gonna work out. Okay. All right. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles. This talks about holding yourself back emotionally and also trying to cling to the connection at the same time. If you're in this energy, and I feel like a lot of you are, Sagittarius, because like I said, your person really hurt your feelings, all right? And I feel like because you're not necessarily so emotionally inclined, like water signs, and I'm not saying, that you're not emotional at all, or that you don't have an emotional side, or I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I don't feel like Sagittarius depends on it more, as much as like a water sign would, okay? So because you don't depend on it as much as like the water signs, I feel like on some levels when you get hurt, it may be worse than the fallout from a water sign. Because a water sign, we know that the life we live there's going to be a lot of pain, because we know we're emotional. We know that, and I'm not saying that you're not going to have no pain, you're not going to have no pain at all, because you don't necessarily rely as much as we do. But what I'm saying is that I feel like, when you do get hurt, because it's not, how can I put this? I'm trying to put it in a way that you understand what I'm saying, and without it sounding like because I'm not trying to belittle anything at all. What I'm saying is because it's like somebody who is more into logic than they are into emotion. When they do finally open up to somebody, because it's not a place that they tread on a regular basis all the time, you know, as much as they do with the, you know, with the logic. When something happens, I feel like, you know, on a lot of levels, you may take it harder than a water sign. Because like I said, we've gone through it before, and I'm not saying that it lessens the pain for us, but on some level, it's to be expected that that's going to happen to us because we're emotional. Okay. So that's what I mean by that. So with this Four of Pentacles, if this is your energy, it could be your person, because I feel like it's your person is trying to cling to you and that they hold themselves back emotionally as well. So it could be the both of you. You know, don't let, like I said, what somebody else did cause you to be different than what you are. Still be free. Still be that free spirit that you are, Sagittarius. Okay. Then we've got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is talking about, you know, feeling like you can't move on, feeling, you know, stuck. And I feel like the both of you feel like this on some level with this Eight of Swords. So like I said, it's self-imposed. You're doing it to yourself. You're telling yourself you can get out of it by going back and doing the work that we're talking about with this World card, what we just talked about for the past few minutes. Okay. All right, so then the last card is the Ace of Wands. This is talking about a fresh new start in love. I feel like your person wants to have a fresh new start in love with you, and that's why they're so worried that this connection is not going to work out. And I feel like you're doing the work so that you can have a fresh new start in love as well. Okay. All right, now we're going to move forward and we're going to clarify the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got 3 clarification cards. We got the Five of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Two of Swords. All right, so the Hermit represents what Spirit is telling you need to do. All right, so this is Virgo energy. It's talking about, you know, having solitude, going within, having self-reflection, self-introspection, what we just talked about you going back to the past and looking at these things and healing yourself and loving on yourself and, you know, filling those holes and those gaps and those voids that you feel like, you know, weren't filled when you were younger, all right, or in the past, all right? So Spirit is saying to basically do the things that we just talked about, okay? And to use this energy to heal, you know, any kind of issues you got going on. I don't, you know, Spirit doesn't expect you to do 100%. I don't expect that either. But try to do as much of it as possible. That's why I tell you to start with the large things, the things that, first things that come to your mind, the ones that you feel like have devastated you the most or hurt you the most. Start with those things. And then the reason why I tell you to do that is because when you start with something large like that, it enables you to see, when you heal it, it enables you to see the results quicker because it was something huge, okay? All right, so we've got 3 clarification cards. The first one we're going to talk about is the Two of Swords. This talks about the connection being at a stalemate. Again, talking about, you know, holding yourself back emotionally. And like I said, don't let what happened put you in this type of state, okay? And this also talks about at some point you're going to have to make a decision about this connection, okay? You can't, you know, continue to sit on the fence or have your head in the sand, all right? If this is you that is doing this, you have to just move forward because like I said, what is for you is not going to pass you by, okay? All right, then we got the King of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This King of Swords talks about your person making this head over heart decision to tell you the truth about how they feel. With this Five of Cups, it's talking about, you know, some type of heartbreak, breakup, separation. So your person may be dealing with someone else and they may have broken up from them, or this heartbreak, breakup, separation could just be what has happened between the two of you, okay? Because I'm not getting any, the way I do have a 3 of Cups here. That's the only pretty much thing that I'm getting. And then the 9 of Swords could be a fallout from infidelity. So there may be a third party situation for a few of you, but I don't get it. I don't get it very strongly for everybody, okay? All right, so now we're going to move forward to the outcome card, which is the Page of Swords, all right? Potential outcome. Okay, why is the Page of Swords here, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got 2 clarification cards. We've got the 7 of Cups, and we got the 3 of Swords. There's a 3 of Swords there. Okay, so Page of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Like I said, this represents the potential outcome. This is saying there's going to be delays, okay? Well, not potentially. There are going to be delays because it's divinely guided connection. Like I said, you're both on separate journeys, but it's got to be the right time, right place, right everything. So that's going to require a lot of manipulation on Spirit's part to put the two of you together, okay? And you both have to be ready. And then with the Page of Swords, it's talking about watching. So you may be watching your person, which you are through this reading, and your person could be watching you as well. So we've got two clarification cards. The Seven of Cups. Spirit is saying you're going to have those options, okay? Choices, and possibly be confused. And your person's going to have options and choices about how to come towards you. And they're possibly going to be confused as well, all right, about how to do that. And then with the Three of Swords, this is my third party is a person thing. This talks about, you know, grief and loss. And I feel like, you know, when I touch this card, I get a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of, you know, uncomfortability, but I feel like it is because the Three Swords, like I said, one is you, one is your twin, and the other one is, you know, represents options. So there are going to be third parties in the situation, and for some of you it could be this third party situation that I was talking about, that a small amount of you may have in your storyline, okay? But I greatly feel like for the majority of you, this is talking about whoever this is that you don't choose is going to be the one that's going through the grief and the loss. Because for some of you, you don't want your twin back. Okay? All right. So, Sagittarius, I wish you the best of luck. Please, you know, think about what I was telling you. Like I said, don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Like I said, give up on anybody else, but don't give up on yourself. Because if you give up on yourself, then what is your life going to be? Because that's like saying that you're accepting the status quo. You're accepting being unfulfilled in your life, in all areas of your life. And so you got to think about that. You know, you deserve to have what it is that you want to have in your life. Okay. All right. So I wish you the best of luck. Before you go, we're going to pull these Romance Angel Oracle cards and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the spread. Okay, we got one card. Wow. Wedding. It says this situation involves marriage. So for some of you, this card is talking about your person wanting to marry you or you wanting to marry them. But for others of you, like I said, that small group of you, there could be a third party situation that your person is trying to remove themselves from in order to come towards you. All right. Okay. So Sagittarius, if this is your story, let's head on over to the extended. There, we're going to discuss your story by pulling cards for your person. We're going to do some, you know, all new questions. We're going to talk about your person's perception of you, their feelings for you, how, you know, their intentions. And we're going to also talk about the outcome. We're going to get some advice from Spirit. And then we're going to pull these Twin Flame Journey Messages cards, the 2 decks, and see what your person has to say to you. We're also going to take a look at the Hidden Truth Oracle and see what the hidden truth is between the both of you. So if you're interested in the extended, all the information on how to purchase it is down in the description box below. If I don't see you there, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you. My contact information is in the description box if you'd like to book a personal reading. And don't forget to hit the like button, to subscribe, and to hit the notification bell to know when I post new readings. Please have a good day, night, or evening, and thank you for letting me read for you. And we out.